Well, good day, tubes. How's she going? Pretty good here. Today we've got a little repair to do on the big 110 TLB. Not a big repair, just something kind of minor. I could probably keep living, I'm gonna say, with it, but I ordered parts. It needs to get fixed. So anyways, let's get up here. I know, girls. Walking away. We, for a while now, have had a problem with our little instrument cluster bezel here. I guess plastic dries out, whatever, and wherever these screws go into just break. Oh, now it's not. Yeah, there, see? So inside of here there's supposed to be some little things, I guess, that these things were attached to here. And I guess vibration too isn't good on it. So we need to change that. We've got some new parts. I don't know exactly how these come out, but looks like they're just kind of snapped in. These little snap thingies. Oh yeah, you're gonna need like 6 hands here, aren't you there, bud? That's kind of clever, actually. Well, that comes out. So yeah, I guess these things were, you know, in on that thing, so that's kind of too bad, but the original one's junk. Oh, poor guy. So yeah, it's pretty dirty down there. I guess there is crud that gets in there. There's some relays and stuff in here. Some of this, well, I know under here where the signal thing is where the flasher is for that and for the 4-ways. There's a little square box, and I think I replaced it 3 times now. I think you guys have seen that a few times. So now we got to get, I guess, these plugs off. 1, 2, 3 plugs got to come off. Okay. So, okay. Now, I honestly well, I don't know. Let's take this inside. I've got both pieces, as in this front bezel piece and then this back piece, but I'm not 200% sure if I really needed this front piece now that I look at it. Well, I got new parts here. Let's go have a look at them here. They're inside on the bench. So, we're not working on the 9N today. I got some parts drying for it, we'll say. The tube for this, I cleaned it all up and repainted it. So, this one actually looks really good. Yeah, I think this should be all fine. So anyways, back to the Johnny Deere. These are our new parts. This is probably the big bezel, and that's probably the front one. And then I've got, I thought I might as well get screws for it too, because I'm missing one, so I figured I'd replace it all. Not too expensive, surprisingly. I think the bezel on the front was like 12, and the bigger one here was like 20 something. I'm like, it seems kind of cheap for a John Deere stuff, but let's get these boxes open here, and we'll have a look at them. Alrighty then, let's just push this up over a wee bit here. So let's see how many monster staples they put in these boxes. I'm going to need a pair of ripping pliers. I think most of my other pliers are over the other container right now, but I'm sure these little guys will work. Oh yeah. Okay, so this should be the front little bezel. Can't believe this stuff's actually still available. That's kind of good. So yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Looks like a nice license plate cover. Alrighty then. And this one I think is just that reinforced sticky tape stuff. See in a second here. Yes, it is. So part number here for this, the bigger piece here is LVU11990. And the small bezel is LVU11991. Makes sense that it's one number off, doesn't it? Okay, so in here the things should be attached and broke off. Here's hoping anyways. Running out of room. Need more work room. Yeah, wow, they're I never actually seen them until they broke. But oh, interesting. I'm gonna be missing pieces because I'm actually missing. Why didn't he know that? I'm gonna be missing. I'm gonna have to get these things back out again, I guess. The little, you know, those, what do they call them? The little nut things, whatever they call them. You guys, you know what I mean. Boy, oh boy, do I have a big enough screwdriver for these. Well, these things here I'm gonna have to re-rescue, but I'm missing one now because that one's gone. That's kind of a not very good design, really. I can get these out of here again, and then we'll reuse them on the new one, I guess. Screws are still fine, but I'm missing a screw too. So that's not so good. Their plastic isn't very thick. And I guess the vibrations over the years, you know, kind of messed it up a little bit. Some plastic still in that one. I could probably still reuse this front bezel, but you know I got it, I might as well use it. I got it, right? I didn't figure it would be that much of a problem, but I am missing one of these, so that's not so good. But they're gonna have to come apart too. See the thing that's broken, look how thin that little chunk of plastic is. That's the only thing that's holding that thing in there. So that's not a very good design. I'll be the first to state that one. Now this thing is interesting. There we go. They got kind of a spring clip in there. I don't know if you can see that spring clip. You gotta squeeze that closed and then that thing easily earlier-ish sort of comes out then. So I guess I didn't get him to order these, but I thought he might have seen those on the thing, but that's okay. So those should just snap back in, I guess. They just kind of clip in and sit there, I guess. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Well, I guess one of them I'll have to leave undone because I don't have the other one. So that's not so good, but that could probably get clipped back in now. And probably actually I could just keep using this thing just the way it is. I'd have to take all these screws out of here. But I don't think there's really a whole lot wrong with this, but I'm going to do it anyways, I think. So let's get you looking down here a little closer at this part here. We'll unscrew this thing here. Might as well use it, I guess I got it when I did it, so. There's lots of screws holding this thing on though, and this thing didn't break, but it has extra little support bits holding makes it a lot stronger. This has been broken, oh geez, for quite a while. Oh, probably quite a few years. And I've taped it up before, and the tape only stays so long, and then it kind of rots off. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go and get the parts for this and fix this thing. So we did, and didn't take too long. I'm surprised they still actually have parts for this backhoe. It's getting older now. I think after, it makes no sense to me. They're legally supposed to stock parts for 10 years. Now, I'm not sure if it's 10 years after they've started making the first one or 10 years after they've finished making the last one. So whenever the last TLB come off the line, that's when the countdown starts. I'm not too sure what the deal is there, but now this is, oh, there we go. It's got a little bit of a rubber gasket on the front. And this would be a really good time right now to clean this, but I don't have any cleaner out here. All I've got is oil and grease. Yeah, it's not too bad. Wonder if I can get in there too somehow and wind a few hours back. That would be nice. Something tells me that wouldn't be legal. Looks pretty good. Pretty good. But now I don't know if the machine stores or records the hours anywhere else other than in here, but how, you know, if you've had a wrecked machine that say only had 1,000 hours or whatever, maybe the motor went out of it or something, and you just switch these things and you had this machine here has like 3,500 hours on it. Whoa, what happens if you hook this thing up to another machine? Does it not even start? It doesn't recognize it? Maybe it has to be all programmed? I don't know. I don't know how that works. It's one of them things like, how would that work? It's something that makes you go, Now I know the new backhoes, when I looked at actually replacing this many years ago, and I was denied, but anyways, should have, because, you know, now it's got basically no value. But anyways, I like to trade things in while they still have a bit of value to them, right, if you're using a daily thing like this. Anyways, another topic. The new one, they actually had no key for it. It was, the owner puts in a code up to 10 different codes, so 10 different users could use that for their separate codes. Which, you know, if there was a problem with the machine during code number 6629, then you know, oh, well, Joe is on there and he's the one that wrecked it. Okay. So that's kind of interesting. I don't want to go too tight with these, but I don't want to split the plastic open, but I think we're good there, though. Good. Isn't that nice? Alright. Well, darn it, I wish I knew where. I'm just going to check something quickly here. Well, looky what I found in the glove box. So that's good. Let's zoom you back out now. You don't need to be seeing everything like that. Holy cow. Okay, so let's see if we can get this one out. Oh, that's not the right tool. That was the right tool. There we go. Lucky what I found. It's been in the little box there so long it's got dirt in it. Let's see if this will thread through here. Got dirt in it. See the dirt? I looked actually in that little sort of area where the thing sits. I thought maybe it would have fallen inside there, but oh no, we're good. Okay, I'm happy now. So we'll slide that guy in. Alrighty then. So yes, I only have 3 screws though, but I got these new ones here. That we'll use to put this back together with. So take those out, we'll take that out. And of course those pieces, well, they gotta come too. Alright, I guess this could go in first. Although Oh, sorry. Did you like the finger in the way there, bud? I do apologize for that. Noob. Noob with the camera. Okay, what am I missing here? Gotta go back in the back try, see. Oh yeah, there's little slots for those to go down in there. I think that's sort of mostly almost got her. Stay out of the way, plug, will ya, bud? No, I'm missing something. There we go. That's more better. All right, that's pretty good. I guess that should probably hang down. Those will probably go kind of wherever they want. It'll probably go to there when I'm tightening anyways, and that one, and yeah, that should be good. All right. So, plugs, these are like a watertight automotive plug, which is good. Looks actually pretty darn good inside there. There's no corrosion or nothing. I didn't hear that one snap, but it's not quite in. I'll go. Okay. That's nice. Looks good. I wish I had a new tractor around it too, but hey, that's alright. She's still a good old girl. She's just getting kind of tired feeling, but it's like the rest of us, I think I'm getting tired feeling too. Oh. Yeah. Wow. Okay, just before we screw that tight, let's see. Thing works, yeah. So there we go. We got right now 3,071.1 hours. She's just almost due for another oil change. Probably should have a hydraulic fluid change too, but sometimes when the sirens go by, it makes the coyotes back here in the bush go nuts. We'll listen for that. Ooh. Okay. There we go. A little more better. Still, it's not super solid though. I wish it kind of well, you'd have to somehow get underneath there, I guess, to put screws in to actually screw it to this piece, but still works good. Still works good. Oh yeah. This is getting kind of a little floppy now. I probably should put a new switch in there, but it doesn't actually come out yet. It's not far though. There's not much holding those in really. Kind of chintzy, but this is an interesting thing because it has the grid heater in it for wintertime, and I haven't tested it for a while. I should probably pull it apart and make sure it's still working. But what this does is you go like that and you push the key in, and that's like your grid heater comes on there and heats up that grid red hot. So you heat her up and hold it, let it get hot, and then when it's cold you crank it, and they think that warmer air coming through is supposed to help it start. It does not. I don't believe anyway. So But I haven't tested it for a while. I should get it right apart. It's right in the air system, in the air tubing system, and yeah, I probably should check her out, make sure it still works. But 9 times out of 10, it's still inside when I start it up when it's cold outside, so it sits in where it's nice and warm, so it has no problem usually starting. But sometimes, say, you know, if I had to dig a grave today for tomorrow and I left it outside and it's minus 20 out, that would be pretty cold in the morning starting that. So I thought we had that problem solved. We ran a new ground, I think, ground cable, thicker one, to a better ground, and it seemed to help for the first winter, but now it's like it's sort of doing it again, so I don't know. No glow plugs on this though. I think that's the mistake right there. They should have glow plugs on it. It's really weird on a diesel that they don't. But this thing, when it was like, you know, new and like for the first, like, oh, I don't know, I'm gonna say 10 years, it would just bang, no problem. Like it was a summer day, it was minus 25, it would just fire right up. But then we seem to have problems, so I don't know. I should probably be checking that grid heater. I'm gonna maybe look at it now and just check it and see if it gets red hot. I'm gonna have to back up here and put the loader up in the air so I can get in there though. We'll lock her out, of course. Oh, I got my saw in there. I got a project coming up soon. Yeah, that should be good there. Alrighty then. So yeah, I got my chop saw in there. I gotta build a bench for outside here for doing some outside work, and if I'm doing like cutting or welding or something, I can just do that outside kind of thing. That should be good. Huh? Oh. Oh, come on. There. That looks like I got maybe a little bit of a seal leaking on this lift cylinder here. I would hard to tell if that's hydraulic or not, but it looks like it's leaking a bit. It's not like really bad, so I'm not worried about it yet, but I do have a seal kit for this. This side looks okay. But these things have always been weird. If it sits for a while, and you start it up inside, whatever, anywhere, if it sits for a day or two, whatever, when you go to put it up, it's like, it's always done that. I thought maybe there's air in it. No, never came out, I guess. I don't know. Never cleared itself up. Now, let's see how buried this thing is here. It's right here. It's in this, see the wire going there? So what we gotta do is try to get this hose off here maybe. Let's take this cover off. Oh, did you see my new skins I got a while back there now? Got 2 new skins on the front of this thing. They were getting pretty worn down. Carrying the big loads in the front, I was like, you know what, for all they're really worth, let's get them changed. So we ended up getting them changed. Okay, that can come off. So yeah, the grid heater is right under this cover here, so I want to pull this air tube off and see if we can pull that hose off, and then I don't know how I'm gonna see it. I might have to try to set up my phone somewhere too, and then get you guys looking in there if we can get in there that close. And just make sure that's supposed to get like red hot. So when it sucks the air in, goes through the filter, and then it sucks it down here. It's supposed to go through that grid heater and then put warm air into that engine. But I don't know. I don't like that. I like the glow plugs a lot better. No glow plugs though. Can you believe that? Anyways, let's get you on TP here, and we'll see if this thing's still glowing here. All right, where'd I put that screwdriver? It's in my pocket. In my pocket. That's a pretty small, this is just a smaller, I gotta get a better screwdriver for here. This one isn't the super greatest. I love these Pickwick ones because they're so versatile, right? Saves you having like 15 different screwdrivers. Now, the trouble with this is it's been on here forever. Gotta break the seal off of there. It's still good and hosey anyways. You know what I mean? Hosey. Hosey. Ugh. Come on. What you holding on to? There. Okay. Very hard to get in there, but let's get you off there. And we'll get you in here. And I don't know if I'll be able to get you in here tight enough, but you can see the little grid in there, right? That thing's supposed to get red hot. Now, let's see if I can get you in there to see that. Okay, if everything stays the way it should, I wish I could get that hose a little bit better out of the way, but she's a bit in the way there right now, bud. We'll see what happens here. I'd like to somewhere set up my phone, just so it can record it too, so I could actually see it after. Yeah, that'll work. That'll get me some of it anyways. Get that recording, and then I'll push her on here and see if she smokes or what happens. Okay, so it's going on now. I'll hold it for a bit. That should get red hot. If it's not, well, that's not good. That should be golden hot by now. It felt a bit warm in there. Let me check my footage. Hang on a second here. Let's see what happened. No, I don't think that's getting hot. Interesting. I might see if I can get some help out here, someone to push that on for me. I'm going to get my temp gun too on it here. Okay, we're going to temp this. She's going to push it for me. Okay. Well, it looks kind of, it was kind of hot in there. I don't know if you guys can see this thing. It's probably got too much glare on it, but oh, it's getting pretty warm. 70, 100 and yeah, it's warming up. It should get red hot though. Like, you should see the heat out of it. I can definitely feel heat, so it must be still working. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Let me see if I can get you a better shot here. Darn glare, but you can see the 300 and something. Oh, it just shut off my stupid thing. Oh, now she's red hot. Look at that. I just needed to hold it longer. Okay, that's okay. That's probably good. Or 260 degrees. You can shut it off now. Wow, that got pretty hot. Okay, that's pretty good. That's red hot. I'm happy with that. It just takes about 10 seconds. So yeah, this little temp gun, man, that's a pretty handy little tool. It's starting to rain here, so we better button this up, I guess. This rain, this fall, oh my gosh, I got so many leaves still sitting back there that I haven't put, done yet, because I can't, because it's too wet. Okay, that's got her home. Maybe that's pretty darn hot there. That actually worked pretty good. I didn't think it was actually working still. So that's your grid heater. I don't know. I don't particularly like that method of warming it up, but okay, better start that up maybe and suck some air through that to cool it off again. There we go. Exhaust pipe. Let me turn that to Fahrenheit for you guys there. Yeah. Exhaust pipe going down there. That's pretty cool. What about that? Not too hot on the front yet, but that's a rad hose there. Got a bit of warmth there already. It's not she's running pretty good. For an older teenager, we'll say. But just looking at it, you know, something I've never changed on this is a fan belt. I've never done that. It's probably getting due. It's feeling kind of, well, squeaking kind of weird there when it was running, like, but it's maybe due for a change. It's hard to see that one though, but I am not sure how to do that, because way down underneath there, if you're looking at a hose, sorry, way down underneath there, there is a pump, and I don't really know, unless you unscrew it there to get that belt around that pulley. I guess you'd have to unscrew that, and I don't know, like, it's buried. It's well, I can't see it now, but it's buried down there, and I think you'd have to take this top cover off to get it out and around the fan too. Get it over the fan, drop it down, and then get it down and around that pump. There's a pump there. There's a pump there on the front of the crankshaft. There's one here, and there's one there. It actually has 3 pumps on this thing, believe it or not. It's pretty awesome. Oh, what? You're fine. That's the what is she, a barred rock? She's a mouthy one. Or, yeah, barred rock, I think that's what she is. Don't generally get this side off. Ooh, there's something I don't like there. The pump's all wet, damp looking. Something's dribbling somewhere. This is a return hose, I believe, here back to the system. So yeah, there's a pump here, there's one here, and then there's one way down in there, you can see it. So they say one runs the backhoe, one runs the tractor drive, and the other one runs the loader. I really don't understand why they thought they needed 3 pumps on these, because one lugs down, it's going to lug the rest of them down. It's just going to be the way it is. But, ooh, I don't know if I like that being so dirty. I mean, it's just got some moisture on it, but it's not like wet. It hasn't really dripped. So, I mean, it joins in here, I know. I've actually got a spare one of these hoses. It joins onto here, and it joins into here, and it joins into this pump, so it's like a tri thing. 1, 2, and then 3, that's both returns, right? And there's your pressure lines there. So, or that might be a suction line, actually. It'd suck it out of the sump, pressurize it, and then goes to wherever it needs to after that, and then from wherever, say in the backhoe control, then it would go through that, into the arms, whatever, and then back out, and then back into the system. Drains back in, but that's that one there, and boy oh boy, I don't know. I guess you'd have to, you'd have to take off that coupler. That's it right there, I think. So it's hard to see in there, but there's that little coupler thing there. You'd have to take those bolts out, and those bolts out, take that piece out, and then you'd be able to get your belt over there. So something I've never done, and it probably should be done. It's hard to see that belt, but I don't think I'm going to worry about it quite yet. Not until there's more problems with it. Wait till she breaks. So, but yeah, and then this would, pretty sure you'd have to take this shroud cover off the top here. It would be easier to thread it through and get it around the fan. I don't believe that fan would come off super easy. I don't know, I can't really get my hand in there, but which means you'd probably have to take this hose off. It looks like it's screwed there, a couple there. I think actually one screw is missing over here, yeah. And it's screwed under here too, and that whole top thing should come off. Well, that's another thing I haven't done either on this since new is change the coolant. That probably should be done too, I would imagine. Yeah, I haven't done that, so I've changed fuel filters and stuff, of course, and stuff like that. But you know what other thing? Oh my gosh, I don't have any wood to knock on. I better not say it. I've never had a problem with these hoses yet going to the loader at all, and I can't understand why, because there's a lot of flex when that goes up and down. That moves a long way. You know, and there's another set of them here in this mucky stuff. I can't understand why I haven't had a problem with them. That's just really odd. But the backhoe ones, a few times I think I've replaced pretty much all of them on the backhoe. For some reason there's even more flex there, I guess, but you know, these bend here, right? They're always bending constantly. They must be really good hoses, so never had a problem yet, and it's not showing any leaking area, so that's good, because this would be, you have to undo this, I guess, and get in there and undo those. But this is a little weird, though. This has probably got a leak in there. Oh, right! You're not dying. So, yeah, good old tractor. She still runs good. But that would be a fairly big job, I think, to get that. Boy, oh boy, that would be tight in there to get wrenches in there too, wouldn't it? Whew. You get in there somehow. You might have to take this pipe off of here, might help, and do it there, and it might slip still off of there. It might be all pinched in real good too, but boy, oh boy, how much do you have to take apart just to get a fan belt on? But I don't think I'm going to do it right yet. Not until it really needs it, so. Maybe at 5,500 hours we'll put a new fan belt on it, but I don't know, we'll see. Seems like, you know, sometimes the OEM stuff is the best. Go. The OEM stuff is the best. And until it breaks, you know, why bother messing with it, right? So I don't think I'm going to put a fan belt on it. But I think probably at the same time you drain out the coolant. I don't know whether I drain out the engine or not. I don't know. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. But that's the little tank for the overflow there, and it's always had some in it, so it's never used any, which is good, you know. So it's tricky to get up in there and get that off, though. It's on there really good. Well, let's have a look. See, we still got some juice in there. Ooh. Maybe not. Boy, oh boy. I can't quite see in there. What do you guys see? Anything? It's too dark, isn't it? I can't see nothing. Maybe that's a bad thing. No, it's too dark. Can't see. Okay, I'll have to look in with my light. I almost see in there, but Oh, no, you know what? Funny as it is, I think that thing is dry. Okay, well that's not so good. I do have some here I could put into it, I guess. Because that's the only way to really check this thing. There's no actual rad cap on it. Which is kind of a silly thing, but I can see it splashing around there. So there are some there. It just maybe needs a little bit. Okay, what have I got? I got some here. I think I just add a bit to it. Oh. I don't want to overfill it. I'll put a little more in maybe. Oh. Alright, let's get our light. And when you're refilling these systems, they actually have a bleeder, little bleeder valve right there. So you'd open that up and then it would clunk, 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 because I believe, well, there's a temperature sensor there, with a little wire on it. And I believe under there is a thermostat, which I've never changed either. Alright, we got some in there now, bud. We better not go much more than that. That's probably going to overflow on me. It's just a tiny tank on this, doesn't hold much, right? So, and I put the cap on upside down. Isn't that nice? Holy jumping! I'm gonna say this is one. Struggle to get that stupid cap off of here. What the heck? There. Holy. I think that's it. Oh, I can get it anyways. It's in such a bad spot. But yeah, there we go. Oh, you too. Stupid geese. Let's just pull that off of there. And that's back on. This can go back down. And that's it. She's all good. Fits under there somewhere. Good machine though. I've been enjoying this machine. It does a freaking pile of work for me, but it is starting to get tired. I can feel it for sure. Doesn't have quite the ball sack, we'll say, as it used to. Digging out a tree stump there. Mind you, it was a big tree stump, but I don't know. It just didn't feel right. And probably the pumps are getting weak and needing rebuilt or replaced. And you know, there's like probably 10 grand in pumps on this thing. So it's like, wow. But yeah, no, she's still running pretty good. Pretty happy with it. And been a good machine. Good machine. So we can't quite see the hours now, but we're probably getting close to an oil change too on it, I would think. And probably should have a hydraulic change too. Now, when I do that though, I've got to no, it's not this one, it's the other little tractor has it, but underneath there's a spot where you got to take this cover off, and there's like a cleanable filter in there too. Reusable, cleanable steel mesh filter. I have to take that out too and clean that. So let's just put this in here. I gotta get my saw out. Yeah, I want to build a little workbench outside here, just, you know, with the back on it too, so I can do some outside work. Let's put this back down. But I don't think I'm going to build a workbench today. I think I have 2x4s here. Hopefully, because the bloody 2x4 is almost $9 here now. Frickin' COVID lumber. That should be good there, bud. Okay, so there's my saw. And yeah, we're going to build a bench kind of like the one we built in here. That one's something sort of like that. Don't know whether I'll go that full 8 foot. I really don't need it that big outside. Maybe a 6 foot or something, which would cut another 2 feet off. So about the workbench, toolbox would be about a 6 foot bench, I think. Well, pretty much there. So that's 6 footer. That'd be all right, I think. And I don't know if I'm going to go quite as deep. This one is, well, roughly 2'8". I was thinking I could go maybe 24. I don't know. Then you could just cut the plywood in half, and I could use the other half for the backer, right? So I might do that, 24 and then 24, and that'll give you a nice backer. I got some screws, but I don't think that's gonna be enough. I'm gonna have to go to the hardware store anyways, so darn it, and get some screws. So, but anyways, I guess that's about it for today. I think we're all good there. Probably should get that pump cleaned off there too, and see what the crap's going on under there. It's maybe been like that for a while. I don't know, maybe something seeping a little bit at a time, you know, and then it loses a bit. I don't think they have like vent breathers on them. They'd be a sealed unit. So something's not right, or something's not super tight and it's leaking through a little gasket or something. It's got so much goop on it that you can't tell. So I'd have to get in there with a bunch of brake cleaner and my air hose and shell that off so you could see what's going on. But anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. Frickin' rain here. Holy jumping. I'm so far behind on stuff now. It's just ridiculous. I should pretty much by now have all my leaves picked up, and I've got maybe a quarter done. Most of them are down now. There's one tree I'm kind of waiting on that's still holding on back there, but she's gonna be probably in the next week it'll be down, and hopefully it dries up enough I can get this stuff done. So, but anyways, that is it for today. Thanks again for watching, and you guys have a good day. And we'll be back at the 298 end apparently now. It's got a 9N front end, some 2N parts on it too, and then apparently this is from like an 8N. The shaft I need. So someone's changed either something in the transmission to one of these gears from the straight cut gear or what, I don't know. But I also got to get a seal for this. That's that original Ford seal. We got to get a replacement for this. That's a little bit kind of wonky there, so you're not going to seal too good there, bud. But this I believe was like a felt seal. So we'll get one of the newer style ones. I could probably get one from the Fix That Ford, but I'm going to see if I can get one from my guys in town here if they got something like that. So, but yeah, so this should go this way, I believe, with the spring side towards the oil side. Isn't that right? So spring side should go that way into that other housing kind of thing, and then it seals on this machined surface here, right there. So yeah, I gotta see if I can figure and get one of those. I should probably take this shaft with me, but this thing does fit in there real nice. And what's the bearing? I'm like, what is loose on there? Fit in there real nice, and seemed to work good against that other bearing in there too. And then it meshed nice. You can see the fresh, greasy, oily stuff on her there. So I gave her a couple of spins just for fun, and she seemed pretty awesome. So there we go. But anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. Whenever we get this workbench done is kind of what I'm waiting to do for the big flywheel. We got to heat up that ring gear, get that one off, put the new one on, heat it up, and then stick her on. So she'll be all ready to rock for there, because that is the starter here, and it's not too hard to change the starter on these, but this has got a weird mechanism on the end, that's for sure. It's a lot different than the other one. But anyways, yeah, so anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later, and you guys have a good day. I got new signs coming too. I ordered some new cool signs and stuff. It's gonna be awesome. I can't tell you what it is until they come here, because I can't remember now what they are. But I know there's some pretty cool ones, so we'll mount some orange stuff, and super awesome. But anyways, all right, got the air compressor course in here. We're working on that tractor, give us a bit more room, and it's actually not super too bad in here. It's a bit loud, but I don't know, I might leave it in here. I'm not sure. We'll see. A little more accessible for me in here, but that means I just temporarily put up my hose to hook into that guy again, so I might have to reroute something here. But anyways, okay, gotta go. Thanks again. You guys have a good day, and thanks for watching. Look at Red Belly Ford. Sweet. John Deere signs. BILLSTMAXX sign. Love that one. It's awesome. And then we got new ones coming. Can't wait.